Hi, how you doing? I trust you're having a beautiful day. Okay, so today we discuss on the 7 secrets to a long, happy marriage that you must know. 7 secrets to a long, happy marriage you must know. This article was written by a team, originally written by Ayodeji Oluwaba, but supported, let me say, co-written by the Spotile team also, because it's a very delicate topic. So the team find it well to be in partnership in the writing. So 7 secrets to a long happy marriage you must know. The current state of marriage these days, it's alarming. Okay, in the days of our fathers, we in fact not even these fathers are still alive, and when you see them with our mothers, when you see them, despite the challenges, these guys were not as rich as us, not as knowledgeable as us. Uh, but yeah, they are doing fine. I mean, they're able to endure, go through whatever challenges it is they are facing. But it's not the same in this generation. Seriously, not the same, and it's a thing of concern for the generation to come. Because if this generation is acting this way, then what's the hope of those to come? So, what's the hope of people having a lasting marriage when they can't even learn it from their parents? Okay, and that's why we have so many abandoned child out there. All of that. It ought not to be. That is never the will of God for anyone. Alright, so we went to research and we discovered, okay, what are those secrets, those elements that makes a marriage lasting? And we thank God we're able to get through it. So here's the 7 secrets to a long happy marriage that you must know. It is a must to know it. It is a must. So I'll just go straight to the point, and you can read the article if you need more. So the first one it says it starts with preparation. Do I need to say this again? A happy marriage starts with what? Preparation. He said the greatest of all secrets to a successful and a long happy marriage is the preparation before the marriage. Let's read that again. The greatest of all secrets to a successful and a long happy marriage is the preparation before the marriage. There's a saying that in the business world that when opportunity meets preparation, success is inevitable. We prepare for exam, we prepare for job interview, then what stops us from preparing for marriage? People just come up and like, hey, I want to get married. Okay, what plans have you made? I mean, how long have you been thinking about this? How long have you been planning on this? What do you know about marriage? So how we just hear about it, hey, I want to get married, I want to get for everybody can see getting married is not a problem. Do you get what I'm saying? Getting married is not a problem. But keeping the marriage going is where the work is. There are so many persons out there that are ready to get married to you. So many, be it you're a female, you're a male, there are many people who are ready to get married to you. Okay, once you make it known that okay, this is what you want. But the question is, how do you have what it takes, or does a partner have what it takes to keep the marriage going? Okay, I won't be talking about your partner because it is you I know, or it is you I'm speaking with. So I'll be referring to more of you, not your partner. So how prepared are you for this marriage you want to go into? I mean, just wake up and like, hey, guy, I'm getting my. I mean, what do you have in place? What are those things that I want to settle down? You have to settle down first as a single before you can be settled in marriage. Because marriage what happened that day is not it's not a total transformation. Just because you are getting married or you say yes I do on the altar does not remove all of your bad behaviors and characters, or does not remove you from being poor or from poverty states. Neither does it remove you from emotionally depressed. So how prepared are you? And when we're talking about preparation, we're talking about financial preparation, spiritual preparation, very important, emotional, social stability, physical. Of course, you don't want to go into your marriage with health issues. Why don't you start dealing with them now that you're single? And for those who are into marriage already, preparation does not stop. Even if you prepare before getting into marriage, you have to also keep preparing because you keep discovering different things about your partner. That's how it works. I hear people say I want to get married, but how many have stopped to consider the cost of preparation for the marriage? It's irreconcilable. It says the family is the oldest institution. Okay, I think. All right, so now yeah, it says the only thing which says an elaborate preparation for weddings and not marriage. Yes, I know of a lady who is at least so far that I know, well, probably she has started that preparation before then. But for the little time I know about that preparation, I think about 4 months thereabout to to prepare for a wedding. I can't tell how many times they change. That's within our preparation cycle now that they change the color of clothes they want to use. No, let's use good and red. No, let's use. There's nothing wrong. Please, okay. I'm not against that. There's nothing wrong. But the question I was asking my mind: how prepared is this lady even ready for that marriage itself? So 24, while you are cutting, rather than you discussing things that matters, rather than you observing and trying to say, okay, what is in or what's just like what we say life after yes, life after this else or whatever. So what happens life after this wedding? But all our focus was on what wedding to what clothes to wear, where's this, who will make the clothes, it must be the best tailor in town, it must be this, that and that. Man, if I tell you, it didn't end well. It didn't end well, despite all the months of preparation. So, wedding is a one-day thing, or let me say whatever days. Okay, because some persons use 5 days to do wedding. Yes, and I know some group of persons that use 5 days, bridal shower and everything. Everything lasted 5 days for that wedding. So, wedding is is a ceremonious event where people come to celebrate your new journey. Because marriage is actually a journey. But the question is, after marriage is what happens after that wedding. And the truth of the matter is this: people can only follow you to your wedding, they can't follow you into your marriage. So after that wedding, what they can do is to send you off with prayers and whatever financial resources or they have. So marriage is what happens after what wedding, which means you need preparation. Don't just prepare for wedding, prepare for marriage. The second one talks about mutual love and respect. I read an article and a woman commented. So these are comments. Just like to share with you. Very, very powerful. It says, we have been married for 29 years this March. We have raised 4 kids and now we are fostering little ones together, and we'll add just one more secret: mutual public respect. That means that you let everyone know your spouse is your best friend. You never enter into the spouse jokes. You always speak of your partner in the highest terms. Your spouse will appreciate it, and it's amazing how the way you speak reinforces your feelings and convictions. Mutual respect and love. If you hear some couples if you hear some people talking about their partner in the public, you're like, what is this? Then why do you get married to this person? I mean, no matter, I don't care whether it's fun, whether the partner is even there laughing. It doesn't matter. Please. Some things are meant for the private. If you're going to joke silly while you are private, but not when you're in the public. Give respect to your partner. From the men's side, from the women's side. Give respect to your partner. Don't say things that you have to think, as in, that will make you think twice if what you said was wrong or right. No, stay off it. Stay off it. What do you mean by what do you mean by for example, I think there was a woman the other day that was saying, and the husband was there. And the woman was like, hey, don't mind, okay. I think the other lady was talking about her own husband. It happened in this group of women discussion on the red. So talking about that. Then she now said, same thing with my husband. My husband can snore. I mean, who does that? I mean, you just painted your husband bad. Even though you guys are just, you thought it's something very little, or you're having fun about it, you're joking about each other's husband. It is wrong. It is wrong. Or the one that will say, my wife is dirty. Yeah, it is wrong. Please. Fine, you know she's dirty. Find solution to it. Not coming out to castigate her or him. See, the Bible says in Ephesians 5:22, wife, submit yourself, which is respect, to your husband as unto what? The Lord. The same respect you give unto the Lord, please give it to your husband. It says in verse 25, it says, husband, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it. What is love? Love is nothing but growth. Okay, the more you look out for the good of others, the more you look out for the good of this particular person, is the more you love that person. Seriously, I see. I tell when I see people in relationship and I just ask them a simple question like, "How long have you been dating this person?" And enter they come in 6 months, 3 months, 1 year, 2 years, and the question I ask, okay, what positive influence have you had on this person? So, what positive influence have you had on this person? So, fine, if you're dating this person for 6 months, that's enough time to show effect. So, what effect, what contributions have you made to this person's life? That's how I can tell if truly you love this person. You guys just end your love on beds. No, and that's why there's a whole lot of errors in relationships. All right, but we are not talking about relationship. We're talking about marriage. So, you must love your husband. You must love your wife as a man. Look out for her good. Look out for her good. Whatever it takes to lift her up, do it. And you as a wife, see, every man has an ego. Every man is born with ego. The difference between us is that some have learned to manage theirs compared to others. So you as a wife, you must learn. It is a must. You must learn. You must submit to your husband. Now, submission is not just about when it is convenient. Okay? No, it's not when. Submission is in all times, whether it is convenient or not. And the husband must love the wife at all times, not just when she's beautiful or she's wearing bikini shorts or she's looking sexy. Or no, even when she's in labor, whatever she's looking, she's pregnant, anytime, any day, you must always love her and be there for her. And love is an action word, is a verb, not a noun. So you do so by acting. We see it in your actions. And you, wife, you must submit. You see, as the same way you submit unto the Lord, is the same way you submit to your husband. This is powerful. So the third one is living within your means. We're talking about 7 secret spaces. To a long, happy marriage, you have to live within your means. It saddens me when I hear people intending couples borrow money to do wedding. I'm like, this guy's normal. I mean, out of all things in life, the wedding. Okay, that's even intending couples. Now, what about people that borrow money to do naming ceremony? Is it by force? Is it by force? The Bible says, it's true that you must circumcise a child on the 8th day. Yes, good and fine. But is it by force that you must call a ceremony for it? Want to buy a carton of biscuits and probably buy water and share around. Call your pastor, the pastor pray. Whatever you can give to the pastor. And that is all. The child is very blessed. So, how can you borrow money to this next parent? And for Christ's sake, this baby didn't just come up one day and you gave it to the baby the same day. It took 9 months. So you have 9 months to plan your life or to prepare for the baby. So telling me you don't have money to buy baby things is an error as a man. And also to the woman. Because you guys have 9 months to plan. So learn to live within your means. Stop this borrow trying to impress people who don't care. We see couples who live in houses that they are struggling. And because they're struggling, the man will have to work probably double jobs over time just to meet up with the man. You want to pack out and go to somewhere you can afford and probably save money so you can start building your own house. This is very, very simple. We just live with you because the moment the moment you start responding to hearts, okay, you want to buy 4K TV, you want to buy this, you want to buy, you're going to have issue. You're going to have serious issues because of course, the fruit of marriage is children. Once children are expensive, and once children start coming, there are things you can't bargain your child's school fees. For Christ, you can't bargain it. You have to pay that amount. So why don't you bargain the ones you can bargain out? Things like TV or whatever entertainment or whatever it is that you can know. But you see, the basic needs of food, shelter, and clothing, those things are essential, especially when it comes to food. Downgrade. You don't have to live in that mansion. You don't have to live in that estate. You will always live in a better one tomorrow. But for now, work according to your ability. And please, woman, understand with your husband. Stop comparing your husband with other people's husband. Look at your mates. They are doing this for their wife. Are you okay? Are you okay? Don't put pressure on this young man. Don't. So please, because most times why men try to prove what they don't have is because they're trying to impress their wife. Pressure from wife, even though the woman is not talking, but all her actions in the house is saying so. And that defies the first law that says a wife should submit to the husband as unto the Lord. No matter how you pray, you can't pressure God. He will do it when he wants to do it. That is the truth. Your prayer cannot pressurize God. No matter how you pray, God will answer the prayer when he wants to answer it. He said, I will give mercy unto whom I want to give mercy to. Same way. And you husband must also learn from that. Don't fall to the pressures of your wife. Because at the end, it's going to destroy you. It's going to destroy the children. Instead, sit with her and explain, hey, these are the resources we have on ground. How do we plan it? Hallelujah. Yes, it says, train up your child. Train up your child. The children is an essential part of marriage. In fact, even the Bible says it's like what's it called? They're like arrows in the hands of warriors. And when a warrior shoots an arrow, it goes into that direction. Now, it's not just going to that direction; it goes with full force. That wherever it meets, it can break or bend that thing on its way. Okay, so you say it's training up your child. When you spare the rod, you spoil the child. Children are blessings from the Lord. Okay, they are blessings, and you don't want to misuse God's blessing. Train up your child. Very, very. See, your child is gonna be a good representation of who you are. Or they're gonna be a representation of who you are. Let me say this. When I meet with pastors, one of the ways to actually know a good pastor, this is not general, okay, but my own observation. One of the ways to know a good pastor or a faithful pastor who is faithful to God, check the life of the children. A leader can come out and not just a pastor, let's say leaders. A leader can come out and try to, be who they are not, probably because they're on suit, they're in a corporate environment, they tell you this and that and that. But you see, our children know them better when they get to the house. And one thing about children is, children are nothing but carbon copy. Whatever signal you send out is the signal they will receive and also send out. So they're a reflection of the parents at home. When you see a child misbehaving, somehow, check. There's one or two elements he or she has copied from the parents. So train up your child so that they can be a good representation of you, and not just you, but also to the kingdom, to God Himself. Okay, and when it comes to child training is not limited to the husband alone. Sorry, to the wife alone. Most times there's this belief that the wife is the one in charge. No, both of you are in charge of training your children. You must train them, because when things go wrong, it's going to affect both of you. As a matter of fact, as a man, it's going to affect your man. The child is bearing your name. So if your name is Mr. X, the child is bearing Mr. X. It's bearing X and whatever the first name is. So it is your name that will keep spreading around, not even the wife's son name. Please, both of you must come together. And in situations where one of the partner, or probably in situations where your partner is correcting a child, please don't counterforce. Don't counter that discipline. Okay? Instead, join hands and discipline that child. Then if you feel your partner was wrong or went too far, whatever it is, then when both of you are alone, we're talking about mutual respect just now. When both of you are alone, then you can discuss the matter. Hey, honey, I don't think it's too far. The child will have been injured and that and all of that. Why can't we take it easy? And whatever way you want to discuss it. But please, at that moment, don't try to rebuke your partner in front of your children. Hey, Junior, how are you doing? What happened? Dad asked me to kneel down. Then you will not come from me and say, stand up. No, it is wrong. It is wrong. Let the same person that asked that child to kneel down, let the same person come and ask the child to stand up. That is respect. Let's move to the fifth one. Protect your family. Yeah, protect your family. Affect the husband the most. You have to protect your family. Fine, I know protection is for both. Both of you need to protect each other, need to look out for each other, but it affects the man more. You have to protect your family. And not just when I mean protection, it's not just about physical protection, even mental protection. What are those things your children are watching? Okay, who are they working with? Who are their friends? And what schools? What happens in their school? You have to know all these things. Very, very important. Very important. Now, I'm not asking you to be overprotective because that's going to affect the child. This is not a time to start locking up your child in the house and say, hey, don't meet out with friends and all of that. It's going to affect them either now or tomorrow. Okay, because the day you release them or the day they will have that chance, it will be as though a bird that was released out of its cage to misbehave. Okay, so that's it. I'm not asking to be overprotective, but have a sense of knowledge of what is going on in their life. Children want to speak. There's so many things going on in their mind. You just have to create that room to listen to them. Okay, protect your family, protect your wife. Ensure the electricals in the house are well arranged. You don't want situations where there are sparks, and we've heard stories. We've heard families' house burns down with the children inside and all of that. You don't want to light up a candle beside your children while they are sleeping. Children can misbehave, they can turn around, and things go bad. So just protect your family, okay? Ensure things. You don't want to give your child a car to drive when you know he's still a learner, he has no experience or whatever. But why don't you just take a driver for him? And if you cannot, then probably assign someone to go with him. Okay, and ensure that he finishes his driving school before he handles that car, and you can certify that okay, this boy can drive properly. So please protect your family. Very, very important. Very, very important. Like I said, it's not just about physical protection, also mental protection. It's 5. Sorry, not 7 secrets, but 5 secrets. All right. So it says conclusion to a long happy marriage. I'll just read the conclusion. So it is possible for individuals to live happily together forever. Is it possible for 2 individuals to live happily together forever? Yes, it is possible. The husband and the wife can enjoy a happy marriage if they both put this secret to work. Exactly. That is the 5 secrets we mentioned. We have established that the family is the oldest institution and we must protect it by all means. We must fight the spread of teenage drug abuse. We must stop trafficking and sexual immorality. Perfect. And to achieve this, it starts with you and I. Let us invest in the choice of a life partner and marriage. Above all, commit yourself, partner, and family into the hands of God, and it will make you victorious. I won't stop without saying this. Please commit your family into the hands of God. Very, very important. Commit your family into the hands of God. Okay? Every day, pray together, do things together. You can't take the place of God out of a marriage. And one thing the presence of God brings to a marriage is peace. And once you have peace, in fact, all these things are covered. Once there's peace in the home, both of you will grow. The children will grow while there's peace. Okay? Very, very important. So commit your family, yourself, your family, your partner into your children into the hands of the Lord, and He will make you victorious. Thank you very much, and it's good to have you once again. Bye. Do well to subscribe to Spotile, and if you have any question, leave in the comment section, and do well to share this video. Bye.